Well, hello. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. Another video here. Right, this is about that album. Right, obviously, right, it would take me a lot longer than it has been to understand and work out the molecular structure that contains within the product of listening to. Of listening pleasure as and when to choose to do so. So, as I'm saying, it's Genesis selling England by the pound, and I've always wanted it ever since I decided to get into Genesis. Mainly because the song, and I quote, "I know what I like in your wardrobe." I will never understand what that means. But anyway, we'll just go with it. But I like Dancing with the Moonlight Night and fourth or fifth or fourth. But anyway, and they're all like stories. But if I remember right, I can't remember which one it was. It was either Dancing with the Moonlight Night or I Know What I Like in Your Wardrobe. In fact, I think it is I Know What I Like in Your Wardrobe, and it's about the artwork. It's brilliant. Because I mean, obviously, right, I like art more now because getting into vinyl records. And plus, the I Know What I Like in Your Wardrobe is about that artwork. Because they mention that, and other references to that picture where, right, I know what I like in your wardrobe. But, and I quote, heavily quote here, right, heavily quoting, if I can find it, finally, right, the 1 o'clock and it's time for lunch. When the sun beats down and I lie upon the bench, I can always hear her talk. It's brilliant. When the sun beats down and I lie upon the bench, I can always hear them talk. Me, I'm a lawnmower. You can tell me by the way I walk. Haha, brilliant. But speaks it gently, like he's like narrating a kid's fantasy book. It's so cool. Aye. Peter Gabriel was just like that in his Genesis days. He mellowed it, but he was still like way above his time. Way above his time, so it's such a good album. It's solid. Phil Collins, drums, percussion and voice. Michael Rutherford, 12-string bass, electric sitar or sitar. Stephen Hackett, electric guitar and neon guitar. Never heard that before. And then Tommy Banks, keyboard and 12-string. Peter Gabriel, voice, flute, oboe and percussion. And stuff like that. But it's cool. Not really got too much more to say about it, but it's just the Genesis, Genesis, but the early days of Genesis when Peter Gabriel was in the band. It's, I don't know, maybe you have to live through that era to understand it. I don't know, maybe, but anyway, it's just stories that didn't make sense, but are interesting and fantasy and the early days of Genesis and some other parts of Genesis. They had like a 2 or 3 minute keyboard solo. But schmirt. Right. back into... Well, hello there again. Right, second part. Just needed to take a wee breather. Right, anyway, so... As I was saying, right... I mean, I can sort of, like, get, like... Genesis for... Say 1981 to when they split up and then came back in 2007. Because Phil Collins started to put, like, his relationship either fails into the Genesis. So towards the end was easier to understand. That's basically how I can sum it up. But there's, like, characters in the stories, in the songs, if you will. 'Cause if I just do this, dancing with the moonlight night, can you tell me where my country lies? Said the uniformed to the true love's eyes. It lies with me, cried the Queen of Maybe, for her he traded in his prize. Oh well. I'll never really spend too much time thinking about lyrics or whatever. I'll just listen to it enough, might get to know them a bit better, and Peter Gabriel era Genesis is so much harder to sing along to because it's weird. But weird in a good way, though. Weird in a very good way. I may as well, because this is only 7 minutes and 6 seconds, and I didn't have much to say about it, so I'll make up for this part. Laying the Lamb Down on Broadway. I just always wanted it just for the, if anything, the album title. It's a double album. It's very good. Again, it's like 2 to 3.5 minutes piano solos during it all. But that's a good thing. Well, if you like pianos, that is. Or piano. Whatever way it is. Yeah. Definitely though, with Genesis, you're not just getting the music, you're getting the lyrics, all the stuff that's on the front and back, and the album artwork in its entirety. So that's what you get with it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've not heard Selling England by the Pound that often, but it could be and should be a good one. But I may as well just show you a couple of others. So 1, 2, 3. Wait. I think, but don't quote me on this, I'll have to do my research, but I might have now every Genesis album with Peter Gabriel as lead singer. If anything, right, I might not properly like them as much as other albums, but it's just that, like, the artwork sells it for me. I didn't care if I wasn't going to like it. I just had to get it. I just thought to myself one day, I'll try this Genesis album. Got it in a charity shop. It was We Can't Dance. Absolutely phenomenal. And to this day, it's one of the all-time greatest albums that's ever been made. One of my all-time favourite albums. And so that was it. I just thought, why not? And then I got another one, which is Duke, which is phenomenal, second best album. And then I just thought, well, why not? I've showed you in a previous video, so go back and watch that. I think it's either album artwork or Genesis artwork. Genesis Foxtrot Blue Hattered label release, £8. Oh, I think I may have got that in a record, like a stall at a market, Ormskirk Market in England. I think I might have got that there. Aye, think so. But I got that in a record store in Southport. Aye, England. Made in England, got them in England. English band. A trick of the tail, and every single person there is getting something done to them by the previous person, and it's the same as that. This is really weird but cool at the same time. But I'll just show you that quickly. And then, if you can see, but I don't know if you can, the whole entire picture there, right, in that corner, where my finger is there, right, that is the previous album I just showed you in the background. So basically, that would be quite cool, right? Getting a massive big like painting or picture, right, and there's so much going on in it, and have that as one album, and then something in the background, enlarge it, and then have it as another album thing. So you have like meanings or like optical illusions or things in the background, like a plethora of stuff to keep the listener interested and wanting to like divulge in the molecular structure and the artwork itself. Aye. It's pretty weird how you can have two people look at the same thing and then two different opinions. But I don't know. Wait there. I'll pause you and then I'll tell you what the best album cover is, because I need to study them again. Right, it's no hard to make my decision. Looked at two and said it. So my overall is that one, which is Foxtrot. Then it's a Trick of the Tail, which is that one. Then it's the other one. What's this one called again? Nursery Crime or something. Crime. Aye. So, and then Selling England by the Pound. So they're like and then laying the lamb down on Broadway, because I don't know what all of them means, but all of them have got more detail and colour in it that's more interesting. That's why it's my least favourite one. Still a good front cover album, because the worst, but still interesting in some respects, the album Genesis. Aye, the one that's got Mama on it. That's a fantastic song. And Home by the Sea, which is a fantastic song. But it's the least interesting, should we say, artwork. But I love it. I absolutely love it. That's what bands do these days, is when you open an album, the picture doesn't continue. Aye, absolutely phenomenal. That is it's no one of them. In fact, wait. The number one thing is the artwork, fine records, the sound, watching them spin sometimes, because that's a bit like interesting, and it's mesmerising, especially if it's a colour that's not black. And then also sound quality, but mainly just because I like to hold the music and be at one or as close to. Right, anyway, so I'll open this one actually, because I did say it was second. But as I said at the time, I didn't care how good or bad the album was going to be. I just needed to get it, because I wanted to collect everything I've ever done, and if I didn't like it, I would force myself to like it. So, I'll explain this to you, right, but I would need to look it up and read about it, because some of them explain what the artwork means or who done it and that. So, I think everyone's getting their comeuppance on that side, and then everyone's doing something to each other on that side. No, in fact, wait. Oh, right, no, they're not getting their comeuppance. Twonk. Right, right. Right, here goes, right. That one's getting pushed by him. He's stealing his money. He accidentally stabs him. It makes all his stuff fall. Then, I don't know, that old woman just sees the young woman in the mirror. And then, there's nothing happening on that side apart from them standing in a row. Take it what you will. I'm going to have to look that up tonight and see what this means. See if there's any meaning behind it or whatever. I think, but don't quote me on it, there could be characters for each one of the songs. I don't know yet, but it looks like it, because look, and I'm just going on visual here, that there's pictures beside each lyric. Well, lyrics, like each song title, and then the lyrics has a picture beside it. So I don't know if they're characters in any of the songs. Be back in a second. Right, hello. Right, part 3, just to take a breather and stuff like that. Right, so I'll never really properly understand what they're singing about. Their later stuff I'll understand. And it's more like storytelling and stuff like that, and their other stuff is long-winded, as I said, with stuff like that. Just long solos and that, but very interesting and stuff like that, and it takes you on a journey. Didn't mean the band journey or an actual journey, but it does take you on a plethora of journeys, like a psychological journey. Yep, so I need to listen to one or two more of their stuff. I've not really done it recently. I'll get back into them. But I've listened to the Selling England by the Pound though, right? Shout out one's Faja, one's Maja, peace, safe.